So what's one of the roads that they got us on? What's one of the roads? It's either jail or what? So they made a covenant with that thing. Right. So the system that's set up, you have leaders that get paid. They get a financial gain by keeping our people not only dead physically, but spiritually. Right. That's why when you go into church and you leave, you ain't learned nothing. Right. You don't feel recharged. You don't listen. You probably learned more today right now than you ever did in the Christian church. Going to the church 20 years, sis. You probably learned in 5 minutes. You learn way more because they made a covenant with death. Read.
And with hell.
And with what?
And with hell.
What's hell? I went in there. You said, okay, you said it right now. Okay. What's hell, sis? It said it made a covenant with death and hell. What's hell? Huh? You said, okay, you said the devil. That's not right, though. But I'm glad you actually said it at first, but you went away from your original. What's hell, big bro? You going there? Right now. No, Jeremiah 5, Isaiah 5. What you said? What's hell? Because it said.
Is what we living through right now.
Okay, I like that answer. What about you? What you say? Same thing. You agree, sis, that hell is right now? Right, because it said they made a covenant with hell and with death, or death and hell. Right? So what's that hell that they made a covenant with? Read what you got.
Isaiah 5, verse 14. Therefore, verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity.
It says my people. There you go, it clicked. You saw it? You saw that, sis? You see what God said? My people. That's a particular people. Read.
Therefore my people are gone into captivity.
We've gone into captivity. Didn't you just see this earlier? You see that? And when you look at this one, right? You see that one too. To me, correct me if I'm wrong, this looks like captivity. Right? Read on.
Because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
We went into captivity because we didn't have the knowledge of God. We had the commandments and we ruled. Once we left that, sis, if you leave, you're gonna leave and go back into captivity. Come back on over here. You gone? All right, cool. So we went into hell in captivity because we didn't have the knowledge of God. Once we left that and discontinued, don't worry about that part. Frisco ain't going nowhere, bro. Trust me. It's going to be shiny for the next 7 hours. Trust me. We've gone into that because we had no knowledge. Read.
Therefore, hell.
What?
Hell.
What?
Hell.
The covenant that they made with was death and what? Hell. Now hell
hath enlarged herself.
So hell has enlarged herself, which means it has expanded. It has expanded for who? Nope, they not in hell. Huh? For us. Right. The pastors who's supposed to be teaching you, they made a covenant to keep you in that condition.
Right.
Read it from 13 again.
Verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity.
Verse 14.
Therefore hell hath enlarged herself.
What is captivity called? What is captivity called? What did the Bible just say? Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Hell. So hell is a condition that we are living in right now.
Right.
Hell is when black on black crime happen.
Right.
Hell is when, guess what? Our people get put in jail.
Right.
We living in hell right now.
Right.
Now I got a question for you because I'm going to set him up. Why? Why did God allow us to be put and to live in hell?
Bring it out.
To test us? I like that. What you got? Why did God allow us to go into hell? Give me that Deuteronomy 28:15. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
This is why God allowed us to go into hell, in captivity. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Moses was bringing us out of Egypt. We were in slavery in Egypt, in hell in Egypt. Moses brought us up out of that, out of the Red Sea. He was giving us God's laws, which is our constitution, to keep so that we can have rulership over the nations. But guess what? There's a caveat. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
What do we have to do to stay out of captivity?
All his commandments.
What do we have to do to stay out of captivity, sis? Follow the commandments. Now it's more than 10 commandments. Read.
To do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
Or what?
all these curses,
Or all these curses were what?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Give me one of those curses. Give me one of those curses. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. What happened to us? No, actually, give me 49. What happened to us? We went into slavery. That's one of the curses. Read that.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation.
48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send.
So if you're in a land under another nation serving them, what are you? What is that called? That's called slavery. Ain't that one of the curses that he just said will come upon us? So are we in slavery now? Are we in hell now? Why? Because we broke God's commandments. Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
How are we going to serve our enemies? Read.
In hunger and in thirst.
So where are our grocery stores? Where are our... We have to pay another nation for everything that we have on our bodies. Everything that we eat, we have to go to them. Everything that we have to go to them. Read.
And in nakedness and in want of all things.
Birth certificate, death certificate, your own name. What's your last name, sis? Johnson. She belongs to the Johnson plantation. That's hell. How are we still? What's your last name? What? If you don't start speaking up like a man and putting your chest out,
Speaking up, Robinson.
Robinson, I can hear you. Now you got a little bass in your voice. He belongs to the Robinson plantation. But guess what? How do you obtain another man's name in this world? Through marriage. So why is a black man has a white man's name on him? What position are you in when you got another man's name on you from another nation? It ain't a man's position. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
He will put a yoke of iron upon our neck in slavery until we be destroyed. So now we know who we are. What do we have to do to get up out of this captivity? Give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. What do we have to do to get up out of this captivity, up out of this hell? Do you want to have to work for somebody else, for another nation for the rest of your life? You know they're getting rid of retirement. So what does that mean? You're going to work until your deathbed. You're going to work until, you might die on the job. How do we get up out of this? Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12.
What do we do?
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Y'all are the Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. You are not African American. You are not Mexican. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You gotta fear God. How?
To walk in all his ways and to love him and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
How do you serve God with everything you have? Read.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
To keep the commandments of the Lord. Give me Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. What is today?
Bring it out.
What is today? April, okay. That's a date. But what is today? Today is, when you don't know what today is, it is hell. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember this.
Hold on. We have to remember something. Why? Because we forgot it. We got discontinued from our heritage. Read.
Remember the Sabbath day.
So the Sabbath day is our heritage? That's a part of our heritage? Is it? Is the Sabbath day a part of our heritage? If God said we would be discontinued from our heritage, but now we have to remember our heritage. What he said, read it again.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Okay.
To keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor.
So we have to keep the Sabbath day holy. Holy means separate. separate from all the other days of the week. We're going to show you how to keep your heritage and get up out of this hell. Read.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work.
So 6 days you can do all your work. Go to your job, make your living, run your business, do whatever you got to do in 6 days. Read.
But the 7th day.
What's the 7th day of the week? Who can help me out? 7th day of the week? Is it? All right, get your calendar on your phone. What is Sunday the 7th day of the week or the 1st day of the week? What is it? It's the 1st day of the week. On every one of y'all calendar, you're going to see Sunday starting off every week. You understand? So we have been taught. Who told us that Sunday was the 7th day of the week? Who taught us that? Because Monday is the 1st day of the work week, right? But who taught us that Sunday is the 7th day of the week? We learned that in slavery. We learned that in captivity. We learned that in hell. Read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
The 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. So you have Sunday, which is the 1st day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the 6th. That's 6 days you can do your work. Friday sundown, when it comes nighttime on Friday, is the beginning of the beginning of the 7th day of the week, which is the Sabbath day. We have to come back to our heritage. So slave-minded people worship God on Sunday because that's what they were told to do in slavery. The Israelites, the kings and priests of the earth, the future rulers of the planet, they keep God's heritage on the proper day, which is the 7th day of the week, which is Saturday, which is today. Now, how do we keep this day further? Let me get no cooking. Give me that. Because on the Sabbath day, is it okay for us if we run a business we take the day off, but all of our employees keep working? All of us got to take that day off, right? Here it goes, no cooking.
Exodus 35, verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation upon the Sabbath day.
So we're not supposed to be cooking on the Sabbath day. You know how blacks and Hispanics will make a whole day out of cooking. We'll take Saturday, throw on some music, and clean up the whole house. But God said we're not supposed to be doing no work in that day. It is a day of rest. We're supposed to be resting, gathering together, congregating, and building up our spirits in the scriptures. Coming back to our heritage that we've been disconnected from. Give me that, yeah.
Exodus 16, verse 23. And he said unto them this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So how are we supposed to prepare on Friday for the Sabbath, for sundown that day, which is going to begin the Sabbath day? How do we prepare before time? Read.
Unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that will ye seethe, and that which remaineth.
So bake what you're going to bake. Make sure that that's already prepared so you ain't got to turn on no oven and break God's laws on the Sabbath day by cooking, right? So you bake or seethe. Seethe means boil. So you bake and boil and prepare everything you got to prepare before the Sabbath day so that you can have food laid up later for you so that you can be able to have something to eat that's cold, like a salad, a sandwich, things like that. Read.
And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept unto the morning.
So you have leftovers the next day. So we all have leftovers. We all have salads, sandwiches that we're going to break our fast with. You understand? So those are the things that we need to be doing. Let me get Nehemiah. Nehemiah 10:31. Because we also have to, this is a big one now. This is something that a lot of our people struggle with. Our people want to come outside and buy and sell. Read that. Our people want to come outside, buy and sell, and do all the things that we do on all the other days. But guess what? The scriptures say, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, separate from all the other days. Read that.
Nehemiah 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware and any victuals.
So you see all of these stores right over here? You got Subway, you got all of these different places that you can buy. If the people of the land bring anywhere or victuals, things to eat, things to buy. Read.
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them,
So, no, that we would buy it of them because we feel like it and we always used to.
that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So, are we to be buying and selling on the Sabbath day? Are we supposed to? No. Y'all are smart. Y'all are good. Y'all are doing well. So, let me get you another one. What's the other one? Buying, selling, cooking, working. Congregating. Give me that in Leviticus 23, verse 2. So we have to understand that there are laws and rules, and I'm going to show you why this is so important. What the benefit of keeping the Sabbath day, the benefit of keeping God's laws is. Read.
Leviticus 23, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord.
Oh, yeah. Read that again. Yeah.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
What? Holy what?
Holy convocations.
What does it mean to convocate? It means to gather together with your believers, with your people, with the 12 tribes of Israel, and build up yourselves to be able to come up out of this world. Give me the dietary. Give me the dietary. What y'all eat? Y'all eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster? All praises. What do you eat pork? Pepperoni pizza? Oh, I know you got a pepperoni pizza spirit right now. I'm gonna tell you straight. I can just see it on you, right? Messing with you. But when it comes to pepperoni, do y'all eat pepperoni pizza? All right, for sure. So you can do that, but with beef pepperoni. You understand? There are certain places, like in Berkeley, they got Blondie's Pizza. You can get pepperoni pizza and it has beef pepperoni. Tastes perfect, beautiful, right? Read that. Give me 7.
Leviticus 11, verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So this is the law of the clean and unclean beast. So the swine or the pig, so eating pork sausage, eating sausages that have, some of them say beef, right? But then it'll have a pork casing. Can you eat that? Right. Y'all are learning. Do y'all eat? So do y'all have pork in your refrigerators right now? What kind of pork you got? What you got in your refrigerator? You got bacon in your refrigerator, okay. Chicharron? Okay, what else you got? What is chicharron? Okay, fried pork. What you got? Bacon. Okay. Y'all live together? Okay. What you got? Bacon. Okay. All three of y'all live together? All right. Y'all all on one accord with that bacon spirit. So here's the thing. Read that again.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
So what does it mean when God tells you that a beast is unclean to eat? Come up.
Not good to eat.
It means it's not good to eat. Now here's the thing. When it comes to the pig, when it comes to the pork, why is it unclean? Because it chews not the cud. It doesn't have a separate stomach that actually filters out the impurities of what it's eating. What would a pig not eat? A pig would eat anything. A pig would eat feces, like boo-boo. It will eat, if there's a dead body in the pig pen, the pig will eat the dead body. The pig will eat anything, and it doesn't have a way of being able to filter out the impurities. So all the impurities stay inside of it. So you're eating a trash can.
Right.
You're eating a trash can. A pig would eat you. You understand? So if you go ahead and continue to eat that, you wonder why black people got hypertension, high blood pressure. You wonder why we got gout. You wonder why we losing limbs at 45. These are the reasons why. Hold on, keep reading.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
So it means that you shall not touch it to eat it. So when it comes to that chicharron and that bacon that y'all got, what is the first thing that y'all need to do as Israelites, as repenting Israelites? What's the first thing y'all need to do when y'all get home? You need to bake it? What? Okay, you got to come up front. You said the right answer, you're going to say it loud. Because,
Throw it out.
say it on the mic. What do we have to do with the pork that's in our refrigerators right now?
Throw it out.
That's right.
You got to throw it out. You got to get rid of that bacon. You got to get rid of that chicharron. You got to get rid of all of that pepperoni pizza. Because you can get turkey bacon. Why not do that? Why not get beef bacon? Even better. Why eat what God told you is going to kill you?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support